Hi, everyone. Harry here to talk about the Mar-a-Lago case, Aileen Cannon, Jack Smith, and a box that I think Judge Cannon now is in. All right, recall the basic backdrop to this all. Cannon seems, for whatever reason, never to have met a motion for delay from Donald Trump that she doesn't like. We are now in theory with the trial still in April, but that's fanciful. She already has granted extensions of several months, but just hasn't pulled the trigger on the preordained result that the trial will give at least that much. And why not, you might ask? One possibility, she is skittish and very well aware that she may be in a precarious position with the 11th Circuit, and that she doesn't want to give DOJ an opening to move to recuse her. Now, remember, she's got 2 strikes against her, 1.5, both dating from the special master debacle when, in the wake of the search, she indulged Trump in ridiculous and lawless ways, bringing in a special master and going through all this privilege stuff. Completely premature, completely beyond the pale. And the 11th Circuit, a conservative circuit, told her so and struck her down. The question pretty much from the day that the DOJ was unlucky enough to draw, oh my, Judge Cannon, was, can she be recused? She seems to have been, quite pro Trump. And the 11th Circuit standard for doing it is pretty high. The main case in which it happened, the district court judge basically just, thumbed his nose and refused the command of the 11th Circuit. Still, she got a pretty big strike or 2 against her. And there's been some focus on, when's going to be the next opportunity? The DOJ doesn't want to just do it willy-nilly or more than once. They would love to successfully move to recuse her if they get an opening, and now they may. And that's yesterday. That takes us to yesterday and a couple days ago, and a skirmish over whether to unseal exhibits to a discovery motion brought by Donald Trump. So Trump brought a little bit ago a ridiculous scattershot. I want everything. The government's all against me. Give me the dental records of the every agent who has been involved. It's all from Biden, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. The DOJ opposed it, but in follow-ups to the motion, Trump attached some discovery that Trump had received and asked for other discovery in the case. The DOJ said, no, you don't get this discovery. It could, among other things, lead to witness intimidation and the like. Well, Trump said he has to give us discovery, Judge Cannon, unless, and he stated about the strictest standard for the government there is, the First Amendment standard for keeping things from the press. So a very compelling reason, and it's narrowly tailored. And she granted it. One little problem, that is not the standard. It's quite plainly not the standard. And first, a couple days ago, Smith filed some materials under seal. We don't know what they were, but they seem to suggest witness intimidation that somebody in Team Trump is doing against some possible witness. There's actually a criminal investigation afoot about it. We also know, as Jack Smith reported, that a witness didn't want to record a hearing because he's scared of Trump and staying in his good side. All the FBI agents, it would be terrible for the, interests in protecting witnesses and the trial. It would just be a colossal mess and really unwarranted to release these witnesses' names. But Judge Cannon said, Oh, well, just completely swallowing what Trump told her. Because government, you haven't shown me that you meet this super high standard. You have to release it. So last night, Jack Smith filed a motion for reconsideration. It's well established, especially in the criminal realm. You're not supposed to bring those frequently. A judge will very rarely grant them. So the fact that you have Smith clearly having considered things, consulted with the department, and bringing one already says a lot. But he gives two reasons to Cannon. First, oh, by the way, you've got the completely wrong standard. Here's the correct standard. Cite 11th Circuit. So she's just completely run afoul of the 11th Circuit. And then second, there would always be a reason based on manifest injustice. And what does that mean here? Witness intimidation, all kinds of reasons to worry about the safety of witnesses, the integrity of the case, because Trump and his thug group have an established record of, not to mention, lone wolves and followers, a good record of going after witnesses. She was due to release them this morning, and instead she said, okay, let me hear from you, Trump team, and gave them till, I think, February 23rd. God knows that's a very long time as well. But she is in a box. They are whatever they say, and I don't think it'll be persuasive. I don't think they could possibly deny what the proper standard is. If they do, she's now knows that she has it dead wrong. I mean, dead wrong, and directly against the 11th Circuit. She has two choices, it seems to me. One is to try to walk it back, grant a motion for reconsideration, which is even rarer than they're being brought, and really have egg on her face. Such an elementary error to misstate the standard for something like this. That would be one possibility. The other would be to try to stay the course. She's done this in advance. But the motion for reconsideration from Smith, which is with a citation of the 11th Circuit case, pretty much says, go ahead, make my day, because we're taking you to the 11th Circuit. And with something so blatant, they really want to pick their shots. I don't think they want to do it twice more, but this might just be the one that they move to recuse her on. And the 11th Circuit might be, happy to make that happen. She's kind of a black eye in the whole circuit, the way she's been trying the case. Okay, so showdown then for Judge Cannon, who's really has been dragging her feet on the case. The case is simple, cut and dried, very strong, could have been the first case. And now I think most people are assuming as long as she continues to preside, she'll find a way to push it past the election. But now her continued presence on the case is in some jeopardy. And, her two choices are to say, never mind, and back away meekly, or to try somehow to stay the course. I think she goes with the first, but this is the strongest sort of box she's been in many months. And that's in part because she has cleverly kept herself from being in it. Well, pretty soon when she says, oh yeah, that April trial date is actually July or whatever, might be another opportunity, but that's not clear. That's a discretionary point. It's not like clear error. Misstating and applying such a basic standard that is really central to the protection of witnesses. That's a blunder, a really elementary blunder. And if she doesn't walk it back, I think there'll be the most serious consideration to date of the big move by DOJ to recuse her. And wouldn't that be great if that would actually revive this very strong case for possible trial this year before the election? She knows that, so I don't see it as happening, but that's what the stakes of this little drama are. Talk to you later. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video and other Talking Feds content, please take a second to like and subscribe. Talk to you later.